Uh, mai ke kumuhonua ka levalani, mai ka mauna ki e o kona honui, ai ke kaimalino o Maamala, aloha mai kako. Before I introduce myself, I just wanted to say mahalo to this council. You folks really gave our school a lot of hope in government when, I think it was, she said 48 days ago, it felt like you guys listened to what we had to say and passed that resolution to uphold what the community is clearly overwhelmingly outpouring, which is that we need to stop and think about this project. And so it was a really great example for our students, our haumana at our school. And I'm just here to ask that you continue to uphold the decision you already made. I don't think that this resolution is any different than the previous resolution. My name is Trevor Atkins. I'm an 8th grade teacher at Halakumana Charter School in Makiki. I'm a geology major. I teach hydrology, astronomy, and earth science and mathematics at the school. My 8th grade class has been working with partners all along Makiki Stream for the past decade. We've made friends along Manoa and Pololo Stream to the point where we now have a coalition of 14 educational institutions and 27 schools along all 3 streams. And together we've discovered 4 things that I'm not sure you're all aware of that I wanted to share with you real quick. First of all, there are only 4 existing lo'i remaining in this ahupua'a in the area of Waikiki. All 4 of those existing lo'i have been identified as locations of these debris retention dams. So the 8 debris retention dams will eliminate every single remaining lo'i left in this ahupua'a. These are the 4 places that we have already begun to restore decades ago. The projects that we're actually trying to use in order to do flood mitigation. Although it's a lot broader than flood mitigation, it's also food security, and it's also water retention, more than just trying to get the water off the land. Because we've been doing these projects so long, we have longitudinal data to show that the native species are coming back exponentially. We've gone from seeing a few o'opu and other species in a stream to now we've identified all 4 lowland o'opu are existing in Makiki, Manoa, and Pololo Stream for the first time documented in over 100 years. And that just happened this year. And I think it's a result of the work that we're doing. In my math class, we looked at, we tried to use the models in the 1,000-page draft document from the US Army about how much time are we buying by destroying this habitat in order to, slow down the flood. And we're calculating that we're going to stop the floodwaters for anywhere from 4 to 6 hours if we're talking about a 100-year flood event. So we're talking about destroying decades of restoration work to keep the water from flooding Waikiki for 4 to 6 hours. And I welcome somebody to correct me, but I want to see their math. I don't want to just them for throw out numbers. But that's what we came up with is we're just buying a few hours, but we're throwing away these resources that we've been working to build for decades. The last thing that I want to bring up is that the more concerning thing we've come to is that our streams are drying up. We've been only taking data for 10 years, and the streams are dropping. So to talk about flood mitigation and flood management is to really distract us from the biggest problem that this city has. Our streams are dropping quickly. Like we anticipate that of our 3 tributaries, one's already dried up, that's Mauna Laha. Moleka should dry up in the next 10 years at this rate. And if we use math to extrapolate that out for Kane'olole Stream, our last remaining stream of Makiki, we expect it to not last for another 40 years. So there are larger concerns. With $120 million of state money, we could solve both of those problems at the same time. But we just need some more time to think about it. And this is coming from 8th graders. Like, we've also got engineers in the room, we've got professionals, but 8th graders have some pretty good solutions to do it, $100 million. So if the state's willing to commit money to this project, then let's go with that. Rather than chasing after a project where we have no control over, and we've been told that multiple times. We've been told that we're being listened to, but that there's not going to be any changes to the project. So I'd rather have $120 million of state money that we can actually talk about what we're going to do with than chasing after $200 million we have no control over. I want to end with this. Mahalo again for giving my students hope in community government. And thank you for listening. Aloha.
Okay.